Namaste Yogis. Today's pose is Child's Pose, also known as Balasana. This is a pose that you can come to at any point in any class when you feel like you need to take a rest, if you're feeling overwhelmed, something is too difficult, or if you're just tired and you're having a harder day, a harder class. You can always come back to Child's Pose. It's also a nice pose to come to just in your regular life outside of the yoga class because it is such a relaxing pose and it really stretches the back body and it boosts the parasympathetic nervous system to allow your body to really relax anatomically as well as mentally. So I will show you multiple variations so that everybody can get into this pose. You will want to have your toes together at the back of the mat behind you. Either knees can be together or they can be as wide as the mat, yogi's choice. And if you're already feeling like this is pretty tight and you're not comfortable here, you can always grab a blanket to place in between your thighs and your calves. So you can always hang out on top of the blanket. And then what you'll want to do is walk your hands forward to the mat. And again, if you're already feeling pretty tight here, you're not thinking you're going to be able to go much farther, you can always grab a block and come to bring it underneath your forehead. To bring the ground up to you a little bit more. Or you can take a pillow or another rolled up blanket and place it long ways on your mat and then lay on the bolster that way. Two ways to bring the floor up to you if you're not able to get all the way down. Again, knees together or knees apart. And if the blanket is too small for you, too thin, you can also get the bolster there and place it behind you this way and then walk your hands forward so that your booty, your hips are resting on a surface and not all the way up in the air. So if we take the bolster away, we can come into Child's Pose all the way on the ground. Again, keep the bolster, keep the blankets, keep the blocks if that's where you're at. Ground your hips down into your heels. I prefer wide-legged Child's Pose, but if you want to keep your knees together, it's up to you. Walk your hands forward, ground down through your hips on your heels, and then bring your forehead to the mat or to the block. And you can take your hands in front of you in a diamond shape as long as you are paying attention to your shoulders. So make sure your shoulders are not tense and tight. We want to relax the shoulders. This is a relaxing pose. So bring the forehead to the mat, hands either in diamond shape above the head, or you can bring your hands around behind to your hips to relax the shoulders. And that variation I find to be more comfortable when you're with your knees together. So if you want to bring your hands back towards your heels, I would recommend bringing your knees together for this one. And then just relax the shoulders. When you're ready, use your hands to press yourself back up to a seat. And once again, you can come to that pose at any time in any class. If you're at home, you have your bolsters, your blankets, your blocks, pillows, whatever you need. Set yourself up and just be comfortable. It's a really nice pose to hang out in. So I hope that you enjoyed that tutorial, and I'll see you next time for the next one. Namaste.